Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our podcast, Little Talks of Terror. I'm your first host, Trinity.
I'm Kyla. And we are so excited to talk to you today about everything fun.
Everything fun. Pop culture, horror films, anything that our little hearts desire.
Breaking news. Like, what's going on?
What's going on? You know, little big news in the horror industry right now of Matthew Lillard coming back as Stu and Scott coming back as Roman.
Matthew Lillard.
The man himself.
Matthew Lillard. The man you've met multiple times.
The man I've met multiple times, and the man that I will continue to meet multiple times because he is so nice.
And so fine.
So fine.
He's just, you know what? The niceness really does it for me.
It's the personality.
Yeah.
It's like, because he's not even cocky. He's just so sweet that it's just like, you meet him and you're just like, you're like the whole package.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. You got the height. You got the looks. You got the humor. You got, you know, your sweet little personality. Like,
he's my little shaggy boy.
My little shaggy.
My little shaggy.
Like, my heart.
Grew up on that. Grew up on Scooby-Doo. You grew up on Scooby-Doo.
I did grow up with Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Love Scooby-Doo. Absolutely love Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
Hex Girls. Love the Hex Girls.
God, Hex Girls are amazing.
I know.
Love Thorn.
Yeah, what did you repost last night? I feel like you reposted something on TikTok.
I
that
did.
Was with the Hex Girls.
I think it was with Lady Gaga's song Abracadabra, and it was the Hex Girls walking in, but it was like the old cartoon style of Hex Girls. Like it wasn't the newer
I don't like
style.
The new.
It was like good until Mystery Incorporated, and then like their newer ones that they have now, I'm just like, those are not Hex Girls.
No,
like I refuse.
I honestly feel that same way about just Scooby-Doo in general. Like I feel like the newer Scooby-Doo,
they're not hitting the same.
Not hitting the same. It's like,
no,
I don't know. I love good old animation, you know?
Yes, especially like when Scooby-Doo was first like coming out, like that animation style was so fun.
Yeah, it's just so engraved in our brain.
Yes, like that's what I think. I think of two things when I think of Scooby-Doo. I think of that animation, and then I think of like the live actions.
Yes.
But just the ones with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar and Matthew Lillard. Those are the only ones I think of when it comes to live action, because everything after that has just been horrible.
Yeah, pretty bad. Like all of the, I don't know. And then they like have done it in so many different types of animation styles that it's like, I know it's a cartoon, but I relate to this. I relate to this a lot.
Yeah.
Not really, but like,
I mean, listen.
Memorabilia. Nostalgia. But yeah, I love Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar's love story. I think it's so sweet.
It's so cute, but I think it just healed my like little, not even healed, like there was nothing to heal, but it was just like I had such deep satisfaction knowing that, you know, Freddie and Daphne were like together in real life and married. Like it gave my heart such like a warm feeling, and it still does, because it still makes me so like, now I can watch those films and I'm like, they're together in real life. Like that's insane to me.
No, because it is insane. And I think like from like what I've seen them talk about it, they both were like, yeah, we were like friends for like a long time, and then like it just clicked one day.
Yeah,
it
was because I'm pretty sure they were supposed to go on like a double date, and then like they ended up just going by themselves because like their dates canceled, and then they were like, oh, like this is nice, and then it just like went from there, and now they've been happily married, and I'm like, I love that. And then, like in a way it kind of reminds me of Scooby-Doo, because I'm like, you guys were all friends since you were kids, and now you're growing up and like you're dating in the film, and it's like, but now you're married in real life, and I'm like, I love that. It's the same way with me with I don't know their actual names, so I'm so sorry, but the ones who play Snow White and Prince Charming in Once Upon a Time.
You know, I've never seen Once Upon a Time.
Never. Okay, well, not even a
wait, is that are we talking about Lily Collins?
No.
Wait, doesn't she play Snow White?
She does in a film, but no, this is a TV show.
This is a TV show.
This is like a long ass TV show.
Right.
But it's from Disney. Like it's by Disney. But the people who play Snow White and Prince Charming, like obviously they're together in the show, but they've been married in real life like the whole entire time that they were like filming it, I think.
That's That's so sweet.
Or like they were dating and then got married like mid filming, but like they've been together like the whole time, and like they still go to Disney like together. And so I'm like, that's like the cutest thing to me, is like you guys played Prince Charming and Snow White, and then you're just both Disney nerds that go to Disney.
I love Disney.
I know.
I love Disney.
I
don't like, I feel like we're both not Disney adults.
No.
At all. Like, I'm not gonna show up in like a t-shirt that says like, oh,
I've been to Disney this many times in my life.
I've been to this, like, I like the pin idea. I think the pin idea is really cool, and I think trading pins is fun. Never done it, but I really like people that like.
I don't think I've ever traded a pin.
Yeah, but I found some pretty cool pins.
Yeah.
Like at Disney, that like a couple people like that I've talked to, at least, that are kind of like Disney adults, like haven't seen them or haven't, like, don't know what they are, and I'm like, you've never seen this Indiana Jones pin? Is what you're telling me right now? You've never seen this?
Well, it's mine.
Temple of Doom pin? True. That's crazy. I think I still have them here too. I just never put them on anything.
I was gonna say, like, I remember, but it was like from when I was younger, but like I had like one of those like pin bags. But like the thing is like when I would like if my parents bought me a pin, or like I bought it with like a gift card or something, I like picked ones that it was like I really liked and wanted. So like I've never traded, because I've never bought one of those like mystery packs before. Like if anything, I may have found it, or like I got gifted it, but I've never like traded, just because I'm like, I spent so much money on these pins, like I'm gonna pick one that is like one that I like. And like not.
I feel the same way. There's like, I don't even know honestly how it works, or like why. I don't know.
You would have one that you're like, I'm interested in like trading, and then like you could go up to like the cast member who has like the board, and I think sometimes they might do like trivia, so it's like they ask you a question, if you get it right then you could trade for like any pin that you want.
Wait, that's so cool.
And then I think some of the other ones, it's like you could just go up and you could be like, oh, can I see your board, like, oh, can I trade this for this, and like you could do it in that way. But I think I've seen people do the trivia for it. Yeah, because I remember one time I wanted to do trivia just because I was like, oh, they're doing trivia questions. And I remember it was like, I saw people trading pins, and I was like, oh, like, I don't want to do that, because like I don't want to give away any pins.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to let go of these pins I've had for forever. But sometimes, like, I don't know, people are like they're really into it. And I think that it's like a cool thing. It's like, in a way, like kind of trading like Pokemon cards. But
I think it is, but for Disney people. Yeah. But I would agree with that. I don't know. It's just, I wouldn't say I'm like a Disney adult, but like.
Yeah, tying back into it, I wouldn't say we're Disney adults, but I love Disney. It's like
we
just
love
so
Disney.
Nostalgic.
It's nostalgic, but also it's just like, you know, with them having Star Wars and Marvel, it's like
10 times better.
Although I don't really like the layout of Avengers Campus, it's like I love what they did with Batuu.
Yeah.
And so like I will say, like, if they took my money, like they took it for the lightsabers, because I've bought so many lightsabers from there.
Let's tell everybody how many lightsabers you have. Trinity.
I have like 14.
But are they all from Disney, right?
They're all from Disney.
Okay, so question for you.
Yeah, they're chunky.
How they are? They're chunky. I only own Vader's saber. And you know,
I have Vader's saber.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, you do. I bet somehow you would have it in like different shapes and colors, and somehow.
I do have Anakin's.
Yeah.
I have
But what's your favorite one that you've gotten? Is that your Cal Kestis one that you just got?
Not the one I just got. I do think it's the coolest because it changes in so many colors. Like it could go from purple, it could go to orange, it could go yellow, white, like red, blue. Like it can go like through all of them. So it's like I really like it for that. It's just so heavy. I do like it because of the box. I think out of all of mine, I think Maul's my favorite. Yeah. Just because he's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. Yeah. And I love the box I got with it because it's like when you open it, it just starts playing, you know, like Duel of the Fates. Yes. It's like so, like I'm like picturing the sound in my head right now, and like I'm picturing like how it lights up when you open it. And it's just like, that was probably one of the smartest things they've done, was like putting Duel of Fates into a box so you're opening Maul's saber. Like,
it's like, come on.
It was the one time in years where Disney's been smart.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I don't know. Disney's just.
Their merch, I will say, has been off.
Yeah.
I don't really like most of their merch.
I do appreciate, I think because we're just such Halloween people, that every time there's Halloween stuff, there's something cute that I want.
There's always something. It's always something cute.
Yeah, I do agree with that. The Mickey pumpkin head.
Yes.
I didn't realize like how bad I wanted that until I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I could put a little candle in this, and I could just set it here in my room.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. Yeah, what were we? Okay, so yeah, we could, I think tying back to Matthew Lillard is good. Like, we could circle back to that. I think that's important. I think Matthew Lillard is coming back to Scream.
Yeah, as Stu.
Matthew Lillard's coming back to Scream as Stu.
I get to see Stu again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who might not have guessed, Stu's my favorite character by now. Like, if you haven't been able to see by now.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was on TikTok, like I do, and I saw the video of him, like, behind the scenes in Scream 2, right?
Yeah.
Or not behind the scenes. He was, like, a background character. He was a
background character,
yeah. And that's when he had, like, his bleach blonde, like, tips.
Yep.
And damn.
Yeah, and you want to know why he was background?
I want to know.
It was like a mix of two things. One was the potential that saying like, oh, Stu's still alive.
Yeah.
The other one is because he was dating Neve Campbell at the time, and he was visiting her on set, and they let him be background.
Are you kidding?
No, they dated, girl.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
They did for like 2 years, I think.
No.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Someone's got to fact check that.
I will literally search it up right now. They literally dated.
Okay.
And that's why.
You know what? Like, yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that heavy. I totally understand. But, oh, yeah, that's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, it was like literally like right after they did like Scream, like the first one. And then it was like, yeah, it was like a short relationship, but it was fine.
It was fine. You were there.
Yeah, it was fine.
You know.
I know.
While you're looking that up, I think talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer is pretty important, because that was before Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. played Daphne and Fred.
Yeah, they were already in a film.
And I think that's cute.
I think it's cute, but also it's just like there's so many connections with that like I was like, oh, like this is sweet.
Yeah, there's just like,
and the fact both of them are coming back for the film too, I was like, I'm pretty sure one of you, but like, hey, I mean, if Matthew's coming back as Stu, like at this point, like anything is actually possible.
Yeah. Can you find it or no?
Yeah, I have something pulled up. I'm just trying to get to like the part where she dated him. She's dated a lot of people.
Oh, we're going through a lot. We're going through a lot of people.
I have to like go through all these people that she dated, because she's dated a lot of people apparently.
Hey,
there we go. So they dated in 1997.
Okay.
And it just says that their relationship was brief, and they made a few public appearances together before deciding to go their separate ways. And then they just talked about how they managed to keep their friendship, but like see, that was when they were on a red carpet together when they were dating.
Oh, I forgot. So yeah, it is the bleach blonde hair.
It was when he had bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such a good move.
No,
like I feel like some people can't pull off like I feel like girls can pull off a lot of stuff, but with guys, it's like the bleach blonde hair, and especially like early 2000s, like it's such a bold move, but it's good.
It worked for him, good. And I forgot what his character name was, but like that one hockey character he played. Yeah,
in the movie that I still haven't seen.
That I still haven't seen, but crazy. Like I've like saved edits of Matthew from that film. But like,
you know, it's kind of like the movie with Hayden Christensen. I haven't seen his emo boy.
God, but that was great.
I haven't seen it.
God, I haven't him seen with eyeliner. Yeah. God, could you imagine they put eyeliner on him when he was in Revenge of the Sith, and he had those contacts in his eyes? Like, God damn. That would have been so fine.
I think Hayden Christensen is truly one of those people that could do anything, and it's like
he could do no wrong.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He could do, you know, and if he ever does, hey, what?
I don't know. I still got your back.
I still got your back, Pookie.
Depending on what happened.
Depending on what happens, but yeah, horror movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer. What, that came out?
It was early 2000s. Right?
That's early 2000s, or is that 90s?
I actually no. I think the first one was 90s. I think the second one might have been 2000s.
I think that movie's fun.
I do too.
I've always thought that movie's
fun concept.
Fun. Yeah, I remember it's like it scared me as a kid, but like not like Scream did. Obviously, like slasher films always.
Well, I think this one was more of like mind messing with you, like, oh, like, yeah, this happened, like, you know, like they're moving on with their lives, and then suddenly it's like a person comes back and they're like, yeah, remember this, like,
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah. And then all of them are just like, what? And then they just like slowly start getting killed off. It's kind of like, oh, okay, like, who is it?
Yeah.
Like,
who is it? Oh, I forgot who it was. It's just like some old guy, right? Some old guy who like doesn't even matter. He's like a hook.
He has a hook,
for
yeah.
A hand.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The end of that movie though, where it's like that shows the hook and she's like in the steamy like girls' locker room, like bathroom, and then she like gets attacked and we don't know if she dies or not. It's like, oh yeah, they're bringing this back.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Perfect setup for a sequel. They were like, we know this film's gonna do good.
Yeah,
like it's gonna go somewhere, and it did.
So, do you think? Are you a fan? I know you're a fan. I'm a fan of Matthew Lillard coming back. Yeah. But even if it is for like flashbacks, I do think it's cool that he's coming back to the franchise. I just wonder why
now
they waited for so long, because it's almost like Star Wars did the same
with
thing.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
And honestly, Ewan too, because like, I mean, obviously it's not like they could have been in the sequels.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is interesting that they kind of like waited for like the Ahsoka show and like Obi-Wan and kind of like made it in that way, I guess. I don't know, but like, it was just, I mean, obviously like they could have been second guessing themselves, because when they first had Hayden, like people were hating on the prequels, but it was like now the generation that grew up with those prequels, like they're grown, they're showing his like their appreciation for him and him, like his portrayal as Anakin, which I think is like the best thing ever, because it was like so many people loved Ewan, but it was just like they, you know, hated Hayden for some reason. And it was like,
well, it was the whole like he's too prissy to play Darth Vader, he's too this, and like I do think that like some lines in Attack of the Clones, like it's a little silly, but we're living for it. I'm living for I hate sand. Like, come on, like that's something that we will always quote.
Yeah, and now people are like, oh, some of the like greatest scenes in like Clone Wars or Rebels is when he's like going back to like Tatooine and he's trying to like retrieve like the lightsabers that were buried in the sand, and it was like, oh, now they're your favorite scenes, but like you were being like fucking assholes about it just because it was in the live action prequel, you know. And
you know what, like I do think the general public like didn't agree with the Hayden Christensen thing, but it's like I think there's also a lot of people that did agree with it. And
my mom
like,
agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I agree with this. And maybe, honestly, it was just, like, mass majority of guys that were like, no.
I think it was a mass majority of guys, because they were like, he can't be Darth Vader. Yeah. They were like, he's too good looking. Like, my girlfriend's borderline about to leave me over him. And it's like, yeah. So what?
So what? What about it?
So what? Like, some of us deserve to have eye candy if you're going to sit here and make us watch your films.
Yeah.
Then it was the girls who grew up with it where we were like, oh
exactly.
God.
I do think that, like, I don't know. It goes both ways. Like, you gotta be eye candy. Like, if you're eye candy, good. It just sometimes makes the film that much better. It really does. Yeah. It's like, I want to look at pretty people.
It's half and half, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know if, even though like you're pretty, it's like I don't really like you in this role, but like when it's like you can have both, where it's like they're pretty and they're perfect for their role, it's like damn.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah.
And like honestly, it's like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like that man is good looking, and then you got him being cocky as Iron Man. Whoa. Yeah. Take my money. Like take it away from me.
Yeah. What were we talking about? We were talking about Tom Hiddleston. Like,
and he was Loki.
I think I like Tom Hiddleston, like how he is as a person, but I like him more as Loki, and it's just, you know, sometimes roles
Here,
like
we'll
do
go
that.
into this topic, how some actors are just their best looking selves in one role, and then when they're not in that role, it somehow like declines a little bit.
Yeah,
he's one of them.
Like, maybe a hot take.
It's probably a hot take. Like,
I think that too, because I do like Tom. I do.
I love him. He's so sweet,
so superior as Loki.
And maybe it's the hair color with him, because like with his eyes,
black hair.
Yeah, but it's like when he's, I don't know, like when he just has his natural hair color, I'm like, I just can't stop picturing him like without the black hair.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that Hayden Christensen was wearing a wig in Revenge of the Sith, and it really did something to me when I found that out, because his hair is so perfect in that movie.
Yeah.
It's so, I love that this is just us crushing over like celebrities, like just crushing over guys, because it's fun to talk about. Like, yeah, it is, and it's relatable. But
it is relatable.
Did not know that he was wearing a wig.
I didn't either.
It looks really good.
It does. They really did well with the wig, because you know, sometimes you could look at somebody and you could go, oh yeah, that person's like wearing a wig. Yeah, like it's so noticeable. Yeah, but it was like, no, that one, it was like whoever they had is like that. Like even his newer one, like in the Ahsoka show, you look at it and you go, I can tell that's a wig. Yeah, but like back then it was like, no, it's just like so well done that it was like you could not tell the difference. Yeah, yeah. And so they had me fooled. Yeah, they really did have me fooled. Like I really thought that was his hair length.
They had my 6-year-old self fooled.
Right? Like I don't even think, when did Revenge of the Sith come out? 2003?
2005, girl. It's the 20th anniversary.
Right.
Come on. You know that.
Okay.
You know that.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
How old was I? Wait, I was 6. How are you 2? Are we that much of an age difference?
I was born in 2003.
Clip that. I didn't know that. Actually,
for some reason, she forgot how old I was.
No, I actually knew that. Let's just address our age. I'm 24.
21.
Yeah, but we're young.
We are young.
We're young and we have so much potential. Yeah, so much potential. So much life.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, when we start a podcast, we're talking about boys. Boys and I can't
Good boys.
Good boys. We don't want those stupid ass fucking men. Don't want them.
Can't even call them men. They're little boys.
Just little boys. Moving on. What else is going on? You went to Creepy Con. Right. Creepy. And let's talk about who you met. About who you met at Creepy.
I met 2 people. Mm-hmm. The first one, and probably like the most important, that was mind blowing to me, was John Berthel, the Punisher. Yeah. Shane in Walking Dead. Yeah. Yeah. About died. Basically died.
You want to tell him what he called you?
Yeah, sure.
Look over there.
So I took the photo op with him, and it was fine. He asked me how I was. I was like, I'm good. And then as the photo was taken and we were done, he just patted me on the back and he was like, thank you, mama. And I think I about died. I really do. Did you watch that TikTok I sent you?
No, I didn't watch it. Is it him talking about?
It's him.
Like he says it to other people too. It's like his thing, right?
I think he just like does like, he'll do like little like, you know, like names like that. Yeah. But like in that video specifically, she was like, state your name for the camera, and he goes, oh, you're recording? He goes, what's up, mama? But it's like, it was not in the same tone, but like it was like you could now picture exactly how he said it.
Come on. He's giving the people what they want.
He is. I mean, so was Charlie from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. Like he knew how to play it. Yeah. And I was just sitting there. I was like, you didn't need to play it with me, because like, you know, I'm in my mom's place right now. Like she wanted to meet you, but like she couldn't make it. Yeah. But like, you know, I'll take it.
Hey, no, that's
you're fine.
Anarchy.
Like, damn. And he literally was like basically dressed as Jax. Like he had like the vest on and he had his hair slicked back. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Like, you good looking. Like, I haven't even watched all of Sons of Anarchy, but like, damn.
Okay. Personality God, goes such a long way. It goes
such a long
so
way.
Much longer. Like, if you're like a pretty person and you have such a beautiful personality, come on, like that is beauty at its finest. I will say,
yes,
hot take, not hot take, I love CaseOh.
Yes. Yeah.
I love CaseOh. I love when he always shows his kitty. Kitty. I love his kitty. And he's so funny. And we've, like, one thing that we've loved to do is just, like, if we're doing homework or, like, on our pastime, we'll just sit there and watch, like, his latest streams. It's just, I feel like he's just bringing back exactly like what Jacksepticeye said. He's bringing back like the old nostalgia to YouTube.
Yeah.
And 100%. It reminds me of like when PewDiePie had his little webcam and he was playing Amnesia.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And, you know, what was I, 13, 12 when I was watching him? And now everyone's like older and married and okay, Markiplier's married.
Yeah.
Love that. I do. I do love that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's funny how he announced it in a way. Kinda.
But no, I think it was cute. Mm-hmm. You know, it was very subtle. Like, it's not like you have to, like, make a full announcement of everything.
Yeah.
But, like, it's nice to see because it's, like, you're growing up with them throughout all their stages. So it's, like, we've basically been there the whole entire time him and Amy have been together.
Yeah.
So it's, like, for them to, like, do this milestone and, like, not even having to announce it, but just, like, us knowing, it's, like, that's so cute.
It's so cute. I love, like, PewDiePie and Marzia. Like, they've been together, like, ever since, like, before he was even really famous. Yeah. And they've just been kicking it.
Yeah.
I love couples who just continue to kick it.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Like,
it
changing
really
and evolving and becoming one with your partner is just so beautiful. And, like, of course there's, like, hard times and there's ups and downs, but it really is just, like, overcoming it. And just, you know, like, everybody has problems.
Everybody does.
You have problems. I have problems.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard has problems.
Yeah.
Everyone's got problems.
Everyone has a problem. It's all different, but like you grow, you work, you know, like you don't shy away from it and like push your problems onto other people.
Yeah.
You know?
And not all relationships are perfect, but it is really cute, and it has been really cute to see like PewDiePie and Marzia get married, and you know, now they have a kid.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love love. I really do. I love love. You love love.
I do.
You love love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very cute. I like seeing.
I think love's like okay.
It's like okay, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but like it's cute. I think when it's like a genuine connection, like I love that, which is why it's like, that's why it's like with some of these where it's like, not that it's like secret, where it's like if you're like in the big eye, it's just like you guys can kind of like watch them from afar and you could be like, they're so cute with like the things that they do together, but it's not like they're like almost pushing it onto you in a way, being like, oh look, I just got like a boyfriend, or I just got a girlfriend, or like whatever. It's just like so subtle, and it's like slowly introducing them to like
the world,
streams, videos, like stuff like that. Like I just think it's so smart. And
it is very smart, and wanting them to be a part of it. It's like, no, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah,
I want her to be a part of my life.
Exactly.
And
and they work with it.
What more can you ask for?
Exactly. And like they make it work like throughout their schedules and stuff like that. And I know it's like some people might be like, what schedules? But it's like when you get big enough where it's like you're like Markiplier, where he's doing like movie projects and stuff like that. It's just like, it's good to have that backbone. So it's like for them to like have that stability behind them, I think is like really good, because it's not, you can always depend on friends, but like it's good when you have like a good mixture.
Yeah. And I think that like, I don't know, sometimes it's not for people, but I think what is it called? What is it called? Companionship. Like having like a companion is like something that, I don't know, like maybe also watching like PewDiePie and watching these streamers and like growing up on it, or like talking about like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. It's like, it's such, at least like as a girl, like it's so girly, and it's so like,
but it's like what you want your relationship to be like, because like that's where it's like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like that's where it's like been lacking lately, is like these like genuine connections, which is like, that's why I think Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah is so sweet, because it's like they had known each other for so long, so it's like they already had a connection, but it was like they just had that one-on-one time with each other, and then it was just like, then they realized like the potential of what it could lead to, and now they've been married.
It's almost like, maybe like, who's to say that they weren't like into each other before,
they could,
but it was never like spoken about. And
like what happened with Jasper and Alice's actor from Twilight. Have you heard of that?
Oh my god, no, I haven't heard of that.
Okay.
What's that tea?
So pretty much from like the very first one to literally like Breaking Dawn, like all throughout, they both had a crush on each other, which I feel like when you watch the behind the scenes you could see that, but both of them had a crush on each other. They never said anything about it.
Wait, no, I think I saw her talk about it.
Yeah, and
Wasn't
then
that a while ago?
She talked about it, like on an interview or like a podcast, and I think they both ended up speaking about it, where she was like, yeah, I had a crush on him, and then like I think he ended up saying too, like, yeah, I had a crush on her, but like we just never said anything and like moved on with our lives. But I was like, God, could you imagine? Like that would have been a power couple.
Yeah, and who else? I think Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom did too, but it was like, what was he, like 25 and she was 17 when they filmed Pirates?
That's awkward.
Yeah, I think that was the age difference.
Oh.
He was in his 20s. She was 17.
Damn.
Yeah, Keira Knightley, dude.
Damn.
17. You look so good. You're just fine.
She is fine. Yeah.
She's so beautiful. I love Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the same thing. It's,
yeah.
I don't know. And it's like you can like,
I mean, they have their own lives now, which is like, I think they're cute because I follow both of them on Instagram. So it's like, I love seeing like where their lives are now, but it's just like, you just kind of think on it and you're like, man, like we could have had them in real life. Like one of them like spoke up and said something about it. But I mean, like, hey, like they're still close friends, and like they do these conventions together. So it's like, obviously there's no ill will or like, oh, like you're not in my life anymore type of thing. It's like, you're still part of my life. It's just, you're no longer in that way.
Yeah, you're no
of like
longer
viewing you,
Yeah, and that is sad. It's sad, but sometimes necessary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love and I think like all these streamers that we've grown up watching and like them having, like, it almost seems like long-term successful partners is what it is. It's just like, you just admire it, and then you admire their work even more. And yeah, tying all this back into CaseOh, we love watching CaseOh, and we love what he's doing. And I think him winning, like, winning Streamer of the Year award, right?
Yeah.
Like, is very...
It's very huge.
It's very huge, but it's also very deserving.
Yeah.
I think he's very deserving of it. He really grinds, like, what he does.
He grinds, and I think he's so humble about it, too, which I think is, like, also what set him aside. Just, from him having the humor and being funny when he's playing these games, it's like, I saw the reactions of some of the other YouTubers who were also put up against him, and like obviously when it was like Jinxie's his friend, so he was like very supportive of it, but I forgot the one guy's name, which probably should tell you that much about it, but he was like so pissed off that he didn't win.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like annoyed, or it was like it was either he didn't win or like his friend didn't win, but either way it was like he did not have like a positive reaction.
What can you do? Like, it's so deserving.
It's so deserving, and but I feel like that's where it's like you can see the defining difference between people, because it's like you have someone like CaseOh where it's like his speech was like so appreciative of people and like his followers and like all of that, and then you have somebody who gets peeved because like them or their friend didn't win. It's like that should show you like who you should give your views to, and then like who you shouldn't.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think people like that and with that personality, just like in life or like in friendships, I don't think they last very long. Maybe, but then it's like maybe if they have the same personality, so it's like if they all have that mindset where it's like, oh, if we don't win, like it's all like bullshit. Yeah, and I don't think it's all of them are all people. It's just like the people that
friend group.
The people that do act like that. It's like, and if you're publicly showing it to the world, it's like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's so ugly. Why would you act like that? That's
exactly.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool. Hot take though, I will say I do not understand and will never understand the whole Beyonce winning album of the goddamn year award.
I don't.
Album
it should have gone to Billie
Eilish. Album of the year. And for Billie Eilish not to win one Grammy, it's like shocking. The media is twisted and it's not honestly real, like these award shows and stuff, but it was really disappointing to see that. I don't understand. It was
disappointing, but I also just think too, because I just think if it had been a pop album, it would have been different, but it was country.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it wasn't her strongest album at all compared to her other ones. And I think like Billie had put so much emotion and thought into this, like her and her brother
ever. One of the best albums.
Yeah.
I think literally our generation.
Yeah, every song was just so good. And it was like, when you compare that to Beyonce's album, like, it's not the same, like, emotion wise. And so for it to not win is crazy.
Not one
is absolutely insane. And then to lose to a country album where it's like one song may have blown up and then it just went back to being like, I can't name you a song off of that album, if I'm being so real. Like, I cannot, you know, and like, I listen to Beyonce, but like, that is just comparing the two of them. It's just like, it was not the right choice. It's not even comparable. It's not even close. And so it's like, I don't even know what they were thinking, honestly, but it's like,
I think it's just like, there's people that have talked about it, like how it works is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just spitting here. It's like labels are paying labels to push out, like, I don't know, publicity and like money. I just literally think everything's about money. And so you have one person saying, hey, I'll pay you this much money if like she wins Album of the Year award. I don't know if that's how it works, but I've, again, like TikTok and like brain rot media, it's like people have been saying that is how it works.
I'm not sure, to be
honest. I'm just not sure. It's like, I'm still not sure how the Oscars work.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure how that works.
Oscars, I think it's like a small group of people who ultimately decide who wins.
Yeah, but like, who's telling them? And who's to say that, like, why is it always the same group of people? That's interesting, because I don't know. If I had my laptop right now, maybe I'd be looking it up, but
yeah, I honestly not 100% sure. I don't really follow the Grammys, just because being somebody who's really into like heavy metal and like alternative rock, like, we're not represented correctly at all. I mean, like, Courtney from Spirit Box was on the red carpet and like the reporter called her Poppy, just because Poppy was also there because a song she was in was up for nomination. I thought it was so disrespectful. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't even put my time into it, just because it's like, if you can't give the same amount of respect to all genres, then don't invite them. Yeah. And don't even like put them up, because it's always too, like, I think they did have them out on stage. I'm not 100% sure, but normally when they do like the rock album of the year, like rock song or like whatever, or like metal, like they do it during commercial break, and like they don't even have them come out on stage. So it's like, why would I watch and like give my time to this company that can't even like give full respect to this other genre that's so equally successful compared to these other it's crazy artists.
I didn't even know, like, I'm not a Spirit Box fan like you are, but I do admire it. I'm like, damn. Like, especially when I heard her in person, I was like, that's intense. I don't know how you do that, but it's so respectful. Like, I don't know, it's just, or respected. It's so respected. Like, I respect it and I understand it. It's not like my first choice when I'm listening to music. It's your first choice when you're listening to music. Yeah. And so when we went to the Korn show and I saw it, I was like, wow. And it's not even like there isn't a fan base, so I don't understand, like,
that's why I'm not. Yeah.
Why people would, you know, I don't know, mistaking someone by a different name, like, does happen, but
it happens. But I just feel like when you're a reporter and like you're trying to like represent your station or like whatever, it's like, make sure you're right. Like, they don't even look the same.
Yeah, maybe it's just that one girl's fault for calling her a different name.
Maybe. I mean, like, Courtney rocked with it. Like, she just went along with it, but it's just like, I think like learning that kind of peeved me, and then I was like, fuck the Grammys. Yeah. Like, I'm so like, you do not need a Grammy to show how good of an artist you are. No. So if you define your career by a Grammy or like who you lost to, that, like, Billie, like, you don't need that Grammy to show that your album was actually the best of the year.
And you know what? Like, the people speak. Everyone has had the same reaction. What do you mean Beyonce won album of the year?
Compared to Billie Eilish. Like, what? It's insane.
What? Like, such a shame. And I know that, like, you know, maybe they don't care as much, but it's like the same thing of just honestly just being let down.
I think, well, because they panned to Billie and like she had tears in her eyes.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it was like she cared, and like what people were saying was like, yeah, she's won Grammys before, but like this was the first time she made an album where she felt like she deserved the Grammy for it. Yeah. Which I think is so set in stone, because it was like, she really did. with like all the emotion she put into
that album. Amazing.
It's amazing. And so it's like to lose to something so simple.
Like, I'm sorry, like Beyonce,
it just wasn't as good as your other ones.
And then people were comparing how many Grammys like the Beatles have won compared to Beyonce, and it's like the Beatles have like this much, Beyonce has like for some reason like so much more. And I really just think it's like such a media filled thing. It's corrupted. Everything's corrupted.
It is.
But moving on to something more fun before we wrap up, Fred Durst. Fred Durst. Metallica and Fred Durst are doing a show. Metallica and just James and Fred are doing a show. No, I meant to say Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit, and Metallica are doing a show. Yes. You're going.
I am going.
I'm going to go. You're going to make a way to go.
Yeah.
I honestly am debating just
buying a ticket.
Day of.
Yeah.
Day of, like, put me on the floor.
Yeah.
But if I do that, your ass has got to be there too.
But my ass is currently in a seat.
Yeah. I'm going to be like, Trent.
Get over here.
Trent, get down here. Trent, come on. Come on. You need to come down here.
We got to break stuff.
Come on. Right. Exactly. It's like, how can you be sitting? How can you be sitting for
because
it?
That's all I could get with with my credit card at that time.
That's all I could get. You just wait. Just wait.
Okay.
You'll be good.
Wait.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, because maybe I'll just get a seat too. But
yeah,
I think it'd be like
it's gonna be a fun show. I mean, like, I love Metallica. I love the shows that they put on. Mm-hmm. Never seen Limp Bizkit. I would love to see them. Like, I'm so excited to see them. Mm-hmm. So it's like the fact that it's the two of them together. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Ice Nine Kills is there too, which I do love. Ice Nine Kills. I do. I think. I'm more excited for Limp Bizkit. Maybe it's because I've seen Ice Nine Kills so many times before, but it's just like
pop off.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just, I think like for like new metal and then like metal to just clash. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
yeah. I know. I'm like, when is Limp Bizkit gonna do a show with Korn?
Yeah. Like, I know when are you guys gonna get back together? Like, I'm so sick of this.
Nobody like you in person.
I know.
I can tell that you hate. I want to see that in person.
Like, they had, I feel like the 30th anniversary for Korn was like such a good opportunity to like bring him out, and they did it. I was like, what do you mean?
Come on, I love Amy Lee, but like, where's Fred?
he didn't even need to have, like, Limp Bizkit didn't even need to open. Like, Fred could have just walked his ass out.
Honestly, we could title this episode Fred. We've talked about two Freds.
We have talked about two Freds.
Two Freds.
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Fred Durst.
Yeah. Damn.
Right.
Fred. Welcome to the Fred episode.
The Fred episode.
Where's Fred? You know what I'm talking about?
Featuring Shaggy.
Where did original Fred go? Fred. You know Fred from YouTube and iCarly.
I was gonna say, you mean the crazy one where John Cena knows his dad. Yeah.
Dude.
He still makes videos.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, he still makes videos. Like, I think he literally had one where he was like reacting to my Fred videos, and he was like watching them back, and he was like, why the fuck did I do that?
It's okay, man.
We loved it.
I loved
We enjoyed it.
I did.
That was like fun. The greatest humor.
I know. It was so...
For like young me. Like, I loved it. It was so... Like, it gave me a good laugh. And I think too, like, even... Like, I knew who John Cena was when I was younger, but like, I've never watched WWE. Mm-hmm. But like... I always thought it was so fucking hilarious. I was just like, he would just, because I knew this when I was younger, even if I didn't watch WWE. So it was like, when I see him like pop out of the fridge or like wherever Fred imagined him like popping out of, I was like, oh my god! I was like, you can't see me.
Can't see me.
But I loved it. Like, it was so great.
Yeah. Oh god, so fun, dude. We talked about so much stuff.
We did.
I'm happy for us. This is gonna be fun.
I know. Now we mentioned John Cena. Now I'm like, I want to talk about Peacemaker.
We gotta save it. But
it could go into so much. I know. Next episode.
Yeah, next episode.
We start with John Cena and we go to Peacemaker.
We're covering John Cena lore.
We could, maybe. I was gonna say we'd go Peacemaker to Vigilante to Harry Potter.
Question mark?
No, it's not question mark. Vigilante was in Harry Potter.
Right. Question mark?
Question mark? You're like, he is?
What?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was there.
No, I know he was there.
No, I know him. I saw him in my dreams.
In my dreams.
Podcast recap. Love CaseOh. So sad about the Grammys for Billie Eilish, but she'll get over it. She'll make something so much better in the future, and it'll be just as cool, just as good.
Yeah.
I think she's such an amazing artist. I really do.
She is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess we'll talk about music.
I guess.
Next time. We'll talk about more stuff. This is good.
Fun.
This is good first
This
episode.
is a good, I was going to say, good first little episode to put out there.
Yeah. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll try to get one out every week.
Yeah.
Probably can. Yeah, probably can.
1 to 2.
1 to 2 a week. Yeah. Topics to talk about. I think it's just going to be us spitballing, but
It'll be us spitballing. If you guys have any requests specifically of topics that you feel like you want our opinion on, or you know, to showcase and speak upon that, like comment below, you know.
Comment.
Send a message request. Below. Comment below. Yeah. Comment below. It's going to be posted on YouTube. Comment below.
Below. Don't comment it.
Yeah, don't comment up.
Yeah. Okay, well, this was fun. Thanks for listening, guys, and
thank you for tuning in.
We'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.